am by now. I am world famous, the world famous Stuttering John. And that's a fact, Jack. 4 hours! Dude's payer goes on last night to cackle and laugh in my face. How can he do that? How can he feel good about that in this country? And why would he do that? He has no life. He has no success. He went bank. He wasn't even successful going bankrupt. And that's the kind of guy he is. He's the one. He's the man. He's a failure. And so here we are. Once again. A new day. A new day. A new dawn is among us. Every day is the same with the dues payer making fun of me. Why does he do it? In this country, with this Constitution, with this Bill of Rights, with the Declaration of Independence, with the Magna Carta. How does he feel like he can do this? Why don't we let him get away with it? What gives him the right to do that? To make fun of a good and decent man like me, Stuttering John, the world famous Stuttering John. He has no right to do it. He has no abilities. He has no talent. He's the man. He's the one. Guilty of crimes. Crimes in general he's guilty of. We have prisons for people like this. 8x8 cell! It's much too luxurious for this man. He's the one. He's the man. He did it. You guys know about that. What else do we have to say about that in this country? We've been learning about this since the first draft of the Magna Carta in 1215 when King John taxed the peasants and they revolted and went nuts. This is that. This is the same thing as that. Jackie, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Good morning. So far this morning, it's 43 degrees in Buffalo. I don't know the rest of the goobly gobbly. What's the weather like in your hometown? Okay. And so we kind of left off where we started. Where the dues payer. Hey, Creepy, how you doing? Good morning. Great to see you. Creepy's been here since the beginning. So we kind of started off where we left off. Where the dues payer should be in jail for his crimes, talking about me. What gives him the right to talk about me, the Duke, a good and decent man? A man that's went farther than him. Cool, how you doing? Cool. Chicago, it's a nice city. Never been there, but it sounds interesting. They taped an episode of Knight Rider in Chicago. Chicago's known for its great pizza and great people. That's a fact, Jack! You don't question the Duke and lie about it. Liars can be tricky nowadays. You got people like the dues payer that lie and cheat on their taxes, cheat on life, unsuccessful in life. Irish, good morning. And that is where we're at. With people, 30 failing shows. 30 failing shows. Have to go on, talk about me and lie about me. Jealousy. What can we say about jealousy in this democracy? What can we say about that in this land of the alleged free? But we're not free because we have people like the dues payer going on and talking untruths about me, and that is what is happening today. That was what happened yesterday. That's what happened tomorrow, and it will cease. We will force and demand that it ceases through legal and illegal means if we have to. Dues payer, I will be coming to your house. I will be coming to Wisconsin or wherever you live, Mississippi, one of those hick states. Just like I went to see Brennan and his doorman. We took pictures. It was a nice photo op. Like I said, I will be coming to your hick state, and you better be there. And you better not run away. Jackie advises 31 failing shows. Poe on the go. You are correct, sir. 31 failing shows. That has more of a rhythm to it anyways. 31 failing shows. What can we say about these shows? Why do they do it? How can they feel good about themselves? You got a puppet. You got an orange. A pineapple. A potato. What can we say about these criminals? Why do they feel good about themselves? It's intolerable. It's preposterous. 31 failing shows! Go on to talk about the Duke and how successful he is. And how nice of a guy he is. But why do they do it? How can they feel good about that? How can they do that in this country? In this democracy? Why do they do that? Someone beeped at me, so I beeped at him back. Okay. How can they feel good about that in this country? At this juncture. Somebody was in a hurry. I was doing the speed limit. They could wait on me. They have no right. They have no right to try to make me to speed. Nancy, how you doing? Thanks for being here. We're talking about 31 failing shows and why they're disgusting to all of us and why they must be legally and illegally stopped in this Devilverse. And when we say illegally, you terms and conditions, we're just joking. Okay, so we have to say that, folks. It's part of the rules. And the dues payer doesn't respect rules. The dues payer doesn't respect laws. He can't read or write. Failed out of second grade. With that producer of his. The producer that was caught with 6,000 images of whatnots. I think you guys know where he is. He's where he belongs, in jail, in prison. There's an empty cell right next to him where the dues payer should live the rest of his life. And that's a fact. And it's backed up by the documents! Don't question me. Question yourself. I don't see this Dabbleverse going much longer. I picture it going up in flames. I'm the star of it, and if I leave tomorrow, that's it. No more Dabbleverse, no more Duke to pick on. I will be on my boat. One of many boats that I own. I own 3 boats. My biggest problem, now one's a small boat, one's a medium boat, and one's a large boat. My biggest problem is, which boat do I take? Dues payer, which boat would you take if you can count to 3? Okay, so that's where we're at. That's the problem. We're going to the store, get some beer. We'll go on later. Talk about the dues payer again and why he disgusts us and why he should be in jail, prison. He can't read or write. Talking about my clips from 20 years ago. Doesn't matter, dues payer, if you pull up my clips from 20 years ago or 2 years ago. I was still successful, unlike you. I was the man. I was the one. What about you, dues payer? When was the last time you did something successful? That's right, I hear crickets. What about you, Niels, brother? Pinky, why do you talk about me? You keep your mouth shut when you're doing your podcast. Well, I didn't bring the boat today, Jackie. We're just going to get some beer. And, that's a fact. Jack! Newspaper knows it. You guys know it. I'm so successful, I don't even have to hitch my boat to my... I got people that do that for me. That's how successful I am in this Dabbleverse. It's a fact backed up by documents, folks. Backed up by the truth. So, we kind of ended up where we started out again. Having a good time here. Hope you guys are having a good morning or afternoon. 7:19 in the morning where I am here in Buffalo. That's a fact, Jack. As you guys know, I own stocks. I own bonds, annuities, real estate. I have a diversified portfolio. Does the Juice Payoff have a diversified portfolio? I think you know the answer to that. Hey, I am Hawk. How you doing? Thank you very much, I am Hawk. I appreciate that. Very much. And it's great, Beverly, Billy, how you doing? Thanks for being here. We don't have too much longer to go. We're almost at the beer store. That's a fact, Jack. Don't question the joke. Lie about it like the newspaper. Liars can be tricky. Well, as you guys know, Jackie's asking about my stocks. I stick to traditional stocks. I own a lot of Pepsi, a lot of Johnson & Johnson, all the good stocks like that, and a little bit of Kellogg's. And, you want to stick to something that people are going to buy. Morning, Brian. How you doing? Yeah, it is, but we're heading to the beer store, so that's important. And like I said, the newspayer isn't capable of driving an automobile. He doesn't have a license. He couldn't read the owner's manual of a car. He couldn't pass a driving test. That's him. That's his problem. We're not talking about that in this country. We're not talking about that. We're more concerned with his crimes against humanity. Alleged crimes, YouTube terms and conditions. Well, when I come to the store, they open early if I tell them to open early, because I am world famous. That's a fact, Jack. And that's it, and that's all. What do you guys think about Vinny the lawyer demanding I pay him money? He's greedy. We're not going to let him get away with this. It is not going to happen. Not in this Dabbleverse! Not on my watch! Not going to happen. 43 degrees in Buffalo. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Brian. You're the man, too. Brian's been with me from the start, just like Creepy. And Brian has his own channel, too. It's called, what's it called, Brian? I think it's just called Poet. right? What is it? Put it in there if you want. Put it in the chat. It might not make a link. People can still sub if they want. It's a great channel. Yeah, Vinny the lawyer, he's something else, isn't he? If he isn't, I think, he calls himself a lawyer, but anyone can call himself a lawyer. He probably failed the bar exam. He probably never went to law school. He's probably a legal secretary or something like that. You can't just run around saying you're a lawyer and not back it up. I think he comes from money, though. I think his family is rich. Okay, from Poet 8105. Great channel, guys. If anyone wants to subscribe to Poet there. Yeah, he's too short to do anything. He's not capable of practicing law. He's not a good dude. Not a good seed! That's my opinion. That's a fact. Nobody questions the Duke. Gets away with it. Hey, Becky. How you doing? Great. Thanks for being here. We're having a good time. I agree with Poet Brian Lucas. And we're talking about a guy, Vinny the lawyer, that he can't even tie his shoes. Pretty much same as the dues payer. Both of those bums aren't capable of holding my briefcase. They think they can criticize me and demand money? They have another thing coming, because it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be games. It's not going to be roses and flowers. Hey Jay, how you doing? Sorry about that. It was either this angle or not go on at all. And my fans demand that I go on. And I like to oblige them because I'm a good Duke. I own this Dabbleverse. I created it. And I go on out of the goodness of my heart. I don't need the money. In fact, this might be my last video. I want to see the dues payer revenue stream dry up like a dry creek, and it will, and he'll go bankrupt again. And that's a fact, backed up by documents, backed up by the truth. So don't question me. We're almost getting ready to go here, guys. That's a fact, Jack. Don't question me and lie about a dues payer. Liars can be tricky. Oh. Liars and cheaters. Oh. Oh. Yeah, maybe, Jackie. Maybe we'll see. This is a Mercedes-Benz SL420 Presidential Edition I drive, so it's a very nice car. Hey, friendly G, how you doing? Thanks for being here, everyone. And like I said, we're gonna say goodbye because we gotta pick up some beer. But I appreciate everyone being here. It was great to talk to everyone, to see everyone again. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great day, everyone. Mm-mm.